I'm the Amazing Brando, and I'm about to explain it all. I am making this video for the sole purpose of clearing up misinformation regarding the Dwayne and Brando split, and to bring to light a lot of other questions and speculation regarding my character, financial affairs, division of labor, and nasty, absurd, and outrageous rumors. In other words, the things I'm about to talk about are only being talked about because they have been made public by Dwayne. My intention is to put an end to the confusion regarding a lot of things that have been said. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, this video is not for you, and I recommend sparing yourself the sanity by watching a different video. As I'm sure most people are aware, Dwayne and I used to be good friends. We used to hang out like every day. I loved him like a brother. His son even used to call me Uncle Brando. We were like one big happy family. One day, Dwayne's wife came over to my apartment and told me she slept with a mutual friend. She asked me to keep it a secret. I asked her if she was going to tell him. She said she would. I didn't want any part of that drama, so I left it in her hands where I felt it belonged. The two were living apart from each other at the time, and the only time I saw Dwayne was when he came over to record. I kept my nose out of their business and focused on the LP of Devastation, which included scheduling recording sessions to which Dwayne may or may not have been able to show up for depending on what was going on with his personal life. This made finishing the recording process difficult and stressful for everyone. From my perspective, I was frustrated because of the amount of work that had to be done before I could finalize and release the album. When I found out that Dwayne and his wife were moving in together, I was concerned and I asked her if she had told him yet. She told me that she hadn't and that she didn't plan to. I felt that it was wrong, and thinking as a friend that Dwayne should know what he was getting himself into, I contacted the mutual friend in question immediately thereafter and told him it was time to come forward and tell Dwayne the truth he deserved to hear. The mutual friend and I went over to Dwayne's, and he told him face to face what had happened. I thought that would give closure to the situation, as was my intention, but I was wrong. The next day, Dwayne cursed me for not telling him sooner, or for even telling him at all, and quit Dwayne and Brando, all the while telling me I wasn't a good friend and shouting at me that he didn't need me. Somehow, I'd been dragged into all of this personal drama that I didn't want to have any part of to begin with, and it had been flipped around into being my fault, like I was the one that betrayed him. I tried to explain, but he refused to hear a word I said as being anywhere near valid, defending his wife to the bitter end. I continued to finish the LP after the split, doing my best to mix the vocals of my ex-best friend, regardless of how pissed off and disappointed I was. After a while, the thought of a 50-50 split seemed even more unreasonable than ever. I split the LP donations 50-50 anyway. A few months later, things had cooled down and we decided to try working together again. We had some very successful shows and I was contacted by the Protomen's agent with an offer to go on tour with them. While on tour, we sold all of our t-shirts and more than all of our CDs, but Dwayne was upset with me because he had to quit his job in order to go. He was also upset because we weren't paid a performance fee for the shows that we played. Instead, we just sold merch. Also, I called his wife a bitch. I didn't see a problem with the tour situation. The Protomen are a 10-piece band. We rode with Kevin and Rob from the Super 8-Bit Brothers and they paid for the gas, and we were spreading the word about the music all across the countryside, doubling, maybe even tripling our fan base. From my perspective, the next tour we went on would more than make up for any loss we might have taken financially. Most of the ride home we screamed at one another. By the time we got back, D&B was finished and Dwayne wanted to fight me in my own driveway, to which I declined. For months to years after, I and many others have been harassed by him, his family, his friends, and his fans. I have been accused of stealing money from my fans, stealing money from Dwayne, causing Dwayne to break up with his wife, punishing fans by removing videos, not giving Dwayne credit, taking too much credit, calling rappers untalented, publicly trashing Dwayne and his wife on a regular basis, selling Dwayne and Brando t-shirts without permission and keeping the profit, blaming Dwayne for removing my own videos, telling people that Dwayne changed my passwords, taking credit for Action Adventure World, treating my fans badly, being a sociopath, being a psychopath, which conflicts with being a sociopath, but okay, having a meth lab, fucking Dwayne's wife, and many more. I've even been likened to David Bowie blowing horses.
And Baby said,
I can't let people think of me this way. I've kept kept my mouth shut on this situation for too long. So long that people are beginning to have no choice but to believe these things about me. It's such an absurd list of false accusations that's left me looking like a douche. Not cool. Despite Dwayne's claim that he doesn't talk badly about me or try to deter people from me, most of this list of false accusations are his words. In turn, this has created confusion for you, the fan, as to why Dwayne and Brando actually disbanded. All I could say was that it was personal, which caused speculation fueled by misinformation. These things being said about me are untrue. I have no business doing any of those things. I'm a grown man and I have better things to do. The reason I kept my mouth shut for so long was because I didn't want to hurt anybody. I wanted to take the high road. I didn't want Dwayne's career to suffer for the real truth of the situation. As I mentioned earlier, Dwayne and I split donations 50-50. Lately, I've been receiving messages inquiring on why Dwayne isn't getting credit for the instrumental of Devastation, mixed in with accusations of stealing from Dwayne and not giving him credit for his work. The following is a list that explains the division of labor since the beginning of the project. Hooker?
That's my shit, yo.
Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario.
From the beginning, I have been responsible for all media and all web accounts. I have no problem with this amount of responsibility. Don't get me wrong, I am passionate about my work. If you have talked to Dwayne and Brando, you are most likely talking to me, though I did give Dwayne the passwords to the accounts. I removed the Dwayne and Brando videos to demonstrate that I was able to re-upload them. I do, however, admit to removing them for personal reasons. I apologize for any confusion and inconvenience in doing so. All I want to do is end this constant stress of trying to get on with my life while people are calling me names, accusing me of things I didn't do, and telling lies about me. All anybody really needs to concern themselves with is the music. It's unfortunate that things were brought to this level, but I hope this explanation helps clear things up for everyone. I chose to work with Dwayne because I saw the potential he had. Even through those rough demos, I heard what he was truly capable of. It was a lot of fun working with him, and I'm glad to have been able to help him start a career in the music industry. I wish him all the best, regardless of the countless times he has stated that he hopes I fail, and I urge you not to take sides or to choose, but to just enjoy the music.